Welcome. I am Johnita Stanton. We have Reginald Perriman, Shaka Williams, and we are Tasari. This is the There's Something About Real Estate podcast, where we talk all things real estate.
Podcast. Real estate. I'm over here ad-libbing.
Hey.
Take
that.
All right. So we talking about passive income. This show ain't passive at all.
This is like tape.
Well, this how you get to passive income. You gotta learn though.
Yeah,
that's
you gotta
learn.
Right?
You gotta go through the trials and tribulations to be able to make it passive.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a great point. So one of the things that they say right now is, passive income is being a YouTuber and being an influencer.
No, YouTube
being a blogger.
YouTube is definitely not passive.
Yeah, they say that you have to put a little bit of work into it, but.
No, you gotta put a lot of work.
I guess they saying after the fact though. Then when they go back and get the old video, so when, we a year in.
Yeah, so I get what you're saying. Yeah. So like you build up your channel, but your video can be a passive stream of income because you no longer have to work on that.
Kevin Samuels. You think Kevin Samuels' family still getting money from his videos?
Yeah, they probably. So if he set it up right, yeah. But it's still generating income without him working for it. But
so what's passive income? Y'all explain it before we jump into it too far.
Just pretty much like income that you don't have to work for. But the idea, what we was talking about today, is you still have to work, do some type of work.
Even if it's like starter or whatever.
We talked about stock dividends. You still watching your stocks go up and down. You might move in and out of a stock. That takes a little work. Even if you hire somebody to do it for you, it's still the process of hiring somebody.
So are you saying it's not no work, it's just minimal work?
Minimal work, right.
Well, passive though is... So that's why he's saying there's no such thing as passive, because passive
100% passive,
yeah.
You can build it up to where it's little to no work, but ideally, I think the idea is you want to have enough income coming in where you're not really working for it that you can live off of.
True.
Compared to you working a 40-hour job. But that's where a lot of people get scammed because nobody want to work. Everybody want to go straight to passive, and it just don't work like that.
Straight to being an expert. You ain't made it there yet.
Yeah, that's like the hot topic. So even if you buy an apartment building and you get a manager, you still got to make some decisions. You might not get the calls at night, but you'll get the calls the next morning.
Right.
Yep.
So you still got to deal with something.
To it if you don't got to actually physically drive over there, go see nothing.
Yeah, it's semi-passive. Yeah. Well, I guess that's to Reggie's point, though, is that there is no such thing as 100% passive, except for one thing, I think.
What's that?
The
interest?
The interest on your money in a bank.
You got to drive. Or get online or do something to deposit it into the account.
So
the dictionary definition is just minimal efforts. So if you go and look it up, it's minimal efforts.
Okay, that makes sense. Because like I look at it this way, right? The more passive something is and the less work you have to do, the more you're gonna pay somebody in between you and your money.
So what happens with me now? So I'm trying to... construction is not passive by any means yet,
right?
But I'm further removed from the day-to-day on the construction site, and it's costing me money to do that, right? Because I have to pay somebody, right? But then it's giving me my time back, so now I can go start this new venture, which is like our real estate team.
Right, that's true.
You get what I'm saying? So it's not 100% passive, but I'm able to spend more time making money elsewhere.
Yeah, you brought your time back.
Right.
I mean, that's a lot of reason why we get into real estate too. At least me, when growing up, I wanted to become a broker because of the quote unquote passive income.
Right.
You get into real estate in the sales side of it.
That show
and I know
ain't
you're gonna
passive.
be able to go into this a little bit more, but like that. But you got to think, if I'm growing up, my mother got her license in 1973, and she's selling real estate. And then I see brokers, Bowers, Ron, all these people.
Right.
They're gonna you're gonna be a broker, and then you're gonna go and collect all these people, and now this income is passive, right?
So, not even, right?
Yeah, that's what they sold you on.
Mm-hmm.
Some brokers are brokered in their agents.
Right.
But it could be so like from running a business standpoint. The best book I read was E-Myth. It talks about creating that system. So like you said about your construction business, you create a system that you don't have to actually work in the business. Mm-hmm. So one of the things, so when you look at Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or the cash flow quadrant, and it's employee, self-employed, business, and investor. So ideally you want to be an investor. Right? But if you open a business, people confuse, I got several streams of income. What I just learned at the conference was people confuse that with like, I'm going to do real estate over here. I'm going to be a notary over here. I'm going to do Primerica over here. I'm going to sell, Amway or whatever over here. You just got 7 jobs, not 7 streams of income.
Because you work in each one of those.
But it's crazy that you mentioned that because that's why I closed down my massage therapy business because I realized it early on.
You was a massage therapist?
I mean, technically, I am a massage therapist.
Oh, okay.
I just don't practice the business.
Once a therapist, always a therapist?
I mean, I didn't lose the technique. I got a degree. So, not like a real life degree.
See, I'm tired of rubbing fat backs. Big backs. Is that politically correct?
What?
Is it fat backs or big backs?
I don't even know what he's talking about right now.
I'm talking about big backs.